What's going on, people? Good morning, another good morning. You know, this is crazy. I always tell you guys I have a lot of guns. I don't even know what I have half the time. But I don't know if you guys remember my very first video. I was talking about the shotgun I was carrying around, this AGN 4. I love that gun. It's my favorite gun. But walking around here, it's heavy. And it's it has a five round magazines, and once you shove that thing in there at 5 rounds of magazines, if it's slugs or something like that, it's a heavy gun. So my whole quest was to walk around and here with a 22 that I could put 20 rounds in. Most 22 comes with a 10 round clip, but I found a couple of them that I had in the shed. But then I ended up pulling out my old Salvage 64. I don't know if you all remember that video, the 20-year-old gun I had, and I have 2 of them. I have a new one that I bought a couple years ago, and they both are spot on. They are so freaking accurate. I love those guns. Like I said, they're the standards for my collection of 22s. Salvage 64 are the standards. Even the one with the fixed sights, I can hit 40 yard, 60 yard targets with that thing. And the one with the scope, same thing. I mean, I love shooting those guns. There's no malfunction. They're cheap guns. They're cheap guns, but they perform. They perform the way the manufacturer wanted them to perform. And I was like, man, if this 64 was a little smaller, a little shorter, maybe a little lighter, I would love to carry that gun around. And if it took more than 20 rounds of magazines. So on my quest to find a Salvage 64 that fit that description of what I wanted that accuracy. The gun's ugly. The Salvage 64, I mean, they just look like guns. They're nothing fancy. But they do what they're supposed to do. They serve their purpose, and I love them. I'm an activist of Salvage 64s. If you ask me about a 22, if you're on a budget, you're out here like me, you're on a homestead, off-gridding it, boondocking it, and you got you a small farm, and you need you a 22, I'm going to say Salvage 64 all day long. One, because they're cheap, and they work. They just work. Like I said, my old one, I'm going to probably put 1,500 rounds through that thing, if not more. How my new one, I'm probably at about 200 or 300 on that one, because I put 10 round clips in that thing and I just fire it off. And because they're just so fun to shoot. They're so fun. They give you a lot of confidence because they're accurate. But on that note, I ended up getting this 64 Precision, which is I feel like, when I shot it, I got a video of me shooting this gun. It's pretty accurate. It's probably just as accurate as the 64, but it just looks cooler. It's a better chassis, and I've been carrying it around with me. It's a cool gun. Looks cool. Got that big Bushnell scope on it. Got a really cool flashlight on it with a laser. It was a $300 gun. Like I said on my video, I wouldn't suggest that for a homestead gun, because all the stuff I have on it now, it's probably a $500, $600 gun. But the old 64 is, and that one's got the bull barrel. It's shorter. It works for me really well out here. I've been walking with this gun the last couple days out here in the woods. Like I said, I don't even know if it has any. Yeah, it does have place for sling mounts on it, so I'm going to order a sling here probably in a couple days and start carrying guns on a sling. Like I said, it's not my vein to do, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it out and see if it works for me. And if it does, I'll do it that way. Maybe that old shotgun won't be as heavy. But anyway, this gun has worked out perfect for me. I'm going to order another 20 round magazine, maybe 2 more, and it fits the bill. Everything I asked for, I wanted to do, and a gun, it does. But on that note, I just couldn't believe this when I found this gun. I was like, I didn't even remember buying this gun. But once I thought about it, I remember buying this gun at Academy Sports. They had it up there on the gun rack. I saw a Ruger 10-22. I saw a Rossi 22. I saw some more Savages back there. I mean, they had just gotten guns, and they had a bunch of guns in inventory. And I told the guy, I said, hey dude, what's that gun right there? I saw the Savage stickers on it, and I said, what's that gun right there? He said, it's a Salvage. I said, really? What is it? I said, let me see it. And it was a 64 FVSR. That's what it was. I got on the internet and I found one video about this gun. That's it, one. They had every other video I saw was a Salvage Mark II FVSR, and that's a bolt action gun. That's the only, I couldn't find any information on this gun. But anyway, I bought the gun, and it's like a lot of my other guns. It's been in the box, and every now and then I'll go down there and fiddle around and find something. And I found this gun, and I couldn't believe it when I found it. I was actually really excited that I'd actually bought this gun. And remember when I was like, man, I'd love to carry this Savage 64 around, but it's too long. It's just, you know, when I'm walking around here, there's sticks, there's trees, there's bushes. I mean, my trails, some parts are very wide, some parts get narrow, and then there's trees on the side. You got a long gun, you turn around, you hit a tree or bush or whatever. But I found this thing. It's really to me it's a Savage 64. It's a shrunk. You know, I think it's the same stock. It's definitely the same barrel. I don't know. Well, it's not the same barrel. It has a bull barrel on it, and it has you can screw off the end where you can put suppressors and stuff on it, or you can put a muzzle flash on it or whatever. It's just like I have on that 64 down there. Comes with a 10-round magazine. That's in there. It's got a big rail. Look at the size of that rail on this thing. You know, I put a big scope on it because I'm gonna do a little test, and I wanted to be fair. So I found me another scope that I thought would shoot good. This is good as that bush now. I don't know if it's that good, but we're gonna find out. I know we're gonna find out today. But I got a really nice, cool laser on it. It's green. It looks really cool. No flashlight yet. But yeah, it's heavy though. It's like I said, these other two 64s are a lot heavier than my other older ones, and my two other 64s they're heavier. And I think because this barrel is so thick, and you got that rail on it. But anyway, I was really happy to find this gun. It's everything I talked about. I wanted a short, and I said if I could find me a short Savage 64, I would love it. Boom, prayers was answered. But we're going to have a little shoot off. I don't know if we're going to do it today because I got a lot to do. But one day I'm going to take all these 64s down there. Once I get these two sighted out where I want it to, where they'll compete with the other one. You know, I want it to be fair. But yeah, I'm going to do a video probably shooting these two first together. And then I'll bring out that old faithful 64 and see what it can do against these two. But yeah, I was so excited about this gun. I got it at Academy Sports. It was the only one they had up there. It was $149, and I probably bought it 3 or 4 years ago. Like I said, when you live in Nashville and you have to go to shooting range, you don't break out a lot of guns to go shooting because it's just not fun for me to shoot a rifle 20 yards or 30 yards, or I don't even think you can go 30 yards in a shooting range, probably 20. So that just wasn't fun for me. So I never shot all these guns. I was gonna put this red dot on it because I thought because it was so short, that this red dot would look really cool on this one. It's not big and bulky. I don't shoot with a lot of red dots. I need to put a battery in it, see how it works. But for now, to make it fair, we're gonna go with this big ass scope on it, which is almost bigger than a gun. But yeah, I'm really excited to go down to the range here. Maybe a little later, or maybe Monday or so. But yeah, every now and then you'll find you a diamond in the rough. Got me a little gem here, and hopefully she'll perform like she's supposed to. And I think, well, let's see. Let's check it out. These guns are almost exactly the same size. I probably measure. I know it comes with a 16.5 barrel. This Precision 64 has a 16.5 barrel also. You know, I always get excited to see if a magazine will fit. If I have like 2 guns from the same manufacturer, I always try to see if the magazines will fit. And most of the time they don't. It's really weird. So I want to see if this 20-round magazine will fit in this 64. Damn, look at that. It makes this gun look so much cooler with that big ass 20 round magazine on it. I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna be fired up to go shooting it. When I go shoot, I'm gonna be ready to shoot. And I might have to carve out 35 minutes in my day to go do this, because this is gonna be fun. Anyway, I just wanted to turn you guys on to what I was doing today. I've been working all morning, most of the morning. I'm gonna go over here and cut down some trees and clean out this area, continue to clean out this area a little bit. But if I yeah, I need to put a battery in that laser. It's working, but it's about dead. But yeah, I'm gonna go work a little bit, and I might reward myself. I'm definitely gonna reward myself this pork chop lunch, but I also might reward myself with some shooting today. We'll see. If I do, we'll videotape it. We'll videotape it for sure. But all right, man, I'm gonna get off here and start handling my business for the day. Not gonna do too much, but I'm gonna do enough to say I did something before I go have some fun. Cause you know Scotty, too motherfucking hottie, is gonna go have some fun. Anyway, you guys have a great day and much love to you. I'll talk to you later.